Ah, come on! Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Haunt Ventures. Today we're going to cover my head in gooey stuff. That's right, we're making a live cast, and the first step is to create a bald cap. So we did some research online and we found that putting 4 or 5 different layers, 4 or 5 layers of latex over top of a styrofoam head in this area right here would create an awesome bald cap so that my hair will be covered and I won't get alginate and all the material we're about to put on my head in my hair so that I don't become bald.
So how did you do this?
Okay, so I took a brush and I brushed on latex, I let it dry, and I did that 4 times. So this is 4 layers of latex, thin layers of latex thick.
So while Jason's working on the bald cap, one of the things that we do to prepare for doing the live casting is getting all of our materials ready. So this here is the alginate and the water. So we have 13 cups of water and 13 cups of the alginate. And so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. The alginate is actually surprisingly light. Like when you hold it, it doesn't even feel like there's anything in there. So we are doing a full head and shoulder life cast, so we need 2.5 pounds of the alginate. We also have a bowl and a bucket for mixing, and we also have 2 more buckets filled with water. This bucket here is going to be used to wet the bandages, and an additional bucket for washing our hands and making sure that we have a bucket to wash our hands immediately. We also have a screwdriver, and this is for cutting the alginate when it's ready. So we're going to do this at a zigzag motion when it's ready. You don't want to use a knife because you can cut somebody, obviously. And again, the plaster bandages, what you do with these is you layer them 3 times with the length you need. So you go once, fold it over 1 time, and you fold it over again, and that creates a layer of 3 for your bandages. So once that bald cap is ready, we're going to apply it onto Jason with Pros-Aide, and then we're going to start the life cast. Okay, so we applied the bald cap on here, and now we're just putting the Pros-Aide as the adhesive along the line that we need. This is what Pros-Aide is, and the directions require you to put 1 coat of it and then let it dry completely, and then once it dries completely, put another coat of the Pros-Aide and then let it dry, or let it go clear, and then it's tacky enough to apply. Okay, so we have the alginate on. Jason's doing fine, right? And his nose holes are completely unblocked. So that is probably one of the most important parts. So Jason, what would you do if you felt like you're in trouble, or he would pat his knee? So if anything were to have happened where a little bit of alginate got into his nose, he would just breathe in slightly through his mouth. Do you feel like you could do that? Thumbs up if yes. No? Okay, so he would breathe in a bit and then breathe gently out through his nose to get any alginate out of his nose. So this is completely all the way around his head. So it's such an odd feeling in your hand. Like, I've never felt anything like it before.
Like, pick it up off that. That's what dropped. That's what it is.
So you can tear it really easy. You can see how fragile it is. Like, I don't even have to tear it. Just me pressing on it tears it. So you can make sure that it's completely safe for an actor that's getting this done to them. Okay, so the next step is doing the plaster bandages once the alginate has completely set. Okay, so we put the dividing wall bandage on here. It's folded in half, so it creates a good line all the way around it. So now we're gonna put the next bandage along the back here. Okay, so that is the entire back done. If you can see, the line is very, very nice that we did. And now Ola's putting on that second layer here.
Fold it.
So we're gonna create a line along here now. Oh, remember you guys have to fold it.
Oh yeah.
If you do it the other way, like let gravity help you with the fold, it's a little easier.
So upside down.
Perfect. So now, a quarter.
We don't?
No, you don't need. So yeah, leave a 1/4 inch. Yep, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so both sides of the plaster cast is done. Ola's getting the next one ready there to put across.
Put the Vaseline.
And what we've done is put 1 inch of Vaseline all the way on the one side. So you want to make sure you don't get any Vaseline on this side of the cast, or of the plaster mold. So only 1 inch here, and then we're going to put the plaster bandage 1/2 inch over. Okay, so we have the last bandage on here now, and this is this bandage here, and it's overlapping. If you can see this line here, it's overlapping by about 1/2 inch. So it's still going to come apart because we put Vaseline of 1 inch, and the way that we're going to match this back up is we put lines across, so it's kind of like a key type thing where we can match up the lines when we're putting it back together. So this is what the finished plaster bandages look like. We're just about done, and then we're gonna pop this thing open with a screwdriver. So we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so we're just taking this off now. So this is the second part of it. So I just took that off. We had to pry it off. And this is what's left back here. So this, you might want to hold the face here, Rena, just in case it comes off. So now we're gonna do a zigzag pattern along here to cut it open.
Okay, so it's off my face, finally. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I'll tell you all about it in a second. But first thing we do is plug up the nose, because that's where I was breathing from. So we plug it up with some clay, because we're about to pour Ultra Cal 30 in here to make an entire bust. So just to talk a little bit about my experiences being inside, I didn't really feel uncomfortable at all. It felt pretty normal. Didn't feel like it was underwater or anything like that, like they talk about. It made me sweat a lot, or I guess the Vaseline that was on my face was like becoming watery. It was pretty easy to breathe. It felt pretty good, so I recommend trying it at home, but definitely consult with your local craft store or sculpture supply store in your area on proper procedures, how to do it, and maybe watch some videos and stuff. So awesome. Thanks guys for watching this episode of Haunt Ventures, and stay tuned for what happens next.